Hello crowd, hello audience, welcome to the coffee house. Homebrew. I forgot the name there. Do you have an iPhone there?
Yeah.
Wow. My girlfriend works at B of A and she told me the other day, she said, you know, you get a 20% discount at B of A if you, at AT&T if you're a B of A worker there. And she says that's why everybody in the office has iPhones. I didn't know that. So maybe I have to move over now. I don't know. Oh, I need some volume? Oh, it's just us. It's just a little crowd here. You know, do we really need to hurt this nice little intimate setting? And I want the people to hear me back over there looking at porn in the corner. They deserve my... Oh. You know, I'm with Cole. I like that commercial. Cole, I like the commercial about the orchid, the termite also. But I'm a little concerned that, number one, the pizza place that hired that termite, okay, I mean, that's what's a little disturbing to me. And number two, where that termite got his driver's license at, you know. Well, maybe he was driving illegally. Cole, did you hear that? I'm a little concerned about that termite of the pizza place that hired that termite, you know, because you know, he had to get that job somewhere, and I'm concerned how he got his driver's license as well. Listen, I worked in a pizza place for 7 years. I never saw one termite apply for a job there. So, do we have any vegetarians in the audience? No, that's good. I'm not. I'm trying to eat healthy, but I'm not a vegetarian. And I get really bummed out when people in that group PETA. It really bothers me because what they do is they try to make these statements by they throw blood at you if you're wearing fur and things like that. And I don't think it really works. The message really works. I think what they should do is they should try to, instead of trying to humiliate people or scare people or do things like that, what they should do is, I think they should spend their time making better recipes for vegetable dishes. You know? Now, see, that's what I think. I think if there were better recipe dishes for just vegetable-only meals, maybe people would consider being a vegetarian then. And what I would do is I would hire the Indians, okay? Because the Indians, most Indian restaurants, I'm not talking about like casino Indians. I'm talking about actual India people. They've got these great dishes that are vegetable only, and you forget that there's even meat involved, you know. And I think if PETA hired the Indians to distribute these great recipes, that maybe people would be into vegetarianism more instead of throwing blood. I just don't think it works. Okay. There's one part that, you know, there's a big healthcare debate going on right now, and there's one big thing that hasn't been mentioned in this healthcare debate, and I think it's my duty that I should, you know, bring it up and remind the American people about it. You know, you can't really have a healthcare debate without talking about celebrity death TV coverage. That's yeah, it's a very important thing. I realized how important celebrity death TV coverage was. It's a very big business. It is. I realized that when Michael Jackson died. It's amazing when you turn on the TV, something like that, and every channel they're talking about, you know, this dead celebrity. And you know, what I see that, I think, God, this is a big business, because what happens is, the reason they do this is because the networks don't have to buy programming anymore. It's like, okay, we get one guy on a camera, we put him out in front of the place, and there's a lot of money to be made. But they just don't do that for anyone. You know, you have to be a pretty big celebrity when that happens. For example, Farrah Fawcett died. You know, they said, well, you know what? Farrah Fawcett is dead. Should we actually? You have to be such a big celebrity that they would actually break in the middle of a police chase, you know, to cover it. Okay, and most celebrities aren't. You know, Farrah Fawcett died. They just said, let's just roll the crawl at the bottom here. We've got a footage of a meth head being chased in Palmdale. Okay, well, we're going to stick with that. You know, but when Michael Jackson died, what did they do? It's like, we're off to Neverland Ranch. Cut the feed right now. This is important. See, that's how you know you're a big celebrity. Then also, you're a big celebrity if you have, it helps if you have a lot of famous friends also that they can interview, especially if they haven't worked in 20 years, okay? Because the only thing more entertaining on television than mourning a dead celebrity with a great career is interviewing a live celebrity with a dead career. Okay? That took us rhythm. You see that? Just like that. And then, of course, you know, you're not a big celebrity unless when you die there's some sort of conspiracy theory going on. Okay, that has to happen. If you're a big celebrity. Think about that, okay? You remember when Lady Di died? Lady Di died. What were they saying right after she died? She was involved in 9/11. 9/11, it hadn't even happened yet. Come on, this is not making sense. Even Michael Jackson, as soon as he died, what did they find in his house? Obama's birth certificate, okay? These things get crazy. So that's when you know that you're a big star, is when they have all these things, and then you're eligible for celebrity death coverage. But to me, it's so boring because they only really do a couple of things, and they do it all the time. First, they drag out these people on there that they're like, they're interviewing them. They're feeling sorry for the departed, and they're glad, they're sorry to see him go, and they're sending out their condolences to the family. They're even crying. But then, as far as they go farther into the interview, you realize these people didn't even know the celebrity. Okay, they're just hanging out in front of the house. Okay. And some people call these people the fans. I prefer to be a little bit more gentle with them and call them what they really are, is stalkers. Okay, that's what they are. They're stalkers. And I'd just like to give a word to the stalkers out there. And stalkers, and I don't want to hurt any little stalker feelings when I say this to them, but celebrities don't want to have anything to do with you. Okay, they don't. Not unless you can get them drugs. And I mean drugs, I mean the good ones, the prescription ones, okay? They don't, if they wanted to hang around delusional people, they'd call Sarah Palin. Okay, so, really. They don't need you, okay? They don't need you. I mean, it's not like celebrities don't want to have a connection with you. They do. But they want to have a connection between what they're selling and your wallet. Okay, that's a connection that's perfect with them. Okay, that's what they like, Not that they don't want to see you. But they want to see you buying their records. That's what they want to see you do. They want to see you watching their movies, okay? But to actually have to see you face to face, they'd rather see you illegally downloading their stuff than to actually see you. They don't want to see you. Move on. But and my advice would be, try to stalk someone a little bit more local. Lower your stalking client standards. Where are the old ex-girlfriends, the ex-boyfriends? Stalk those people. Stalk your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your children. I hate to think that stalkers out there have progeny, but they probably do, And what about Facebook, too? And I think most stalkers, they're probably not even on Facebook. They're still on MySpace, but all I'm saying is, you might say, you know what, these people aren't that interesting. Why would I want to stalk them? Well, guess what? Neither are you. Neither are you. You make a great team, And I might add, if I can make a small comment here, and I might be dating myself, that I really do think that the level of stalkers has really gone down. Okay, I don't think even stalkers, they're not as good as they used to be. I can remember a day and age when a person was so committed to a celebrity, they'd actually go out and shoot a B-movie actor just to prove it. Okay, and they didn't even care if he was president. Okay, and I'm not saying go out and shoot the president. Okay, but at least show a little commitment. Take out a county commissioner or something. Just. Please, But they can line up all the stalkers in the world, and that still wouldn't be enough time, to fill the 24/7 news cycle. So what they have to do is they start comparing celebrity deaths. They compare one celebrity death with another. That's a good way to kill time. And it's just meaningless information. And I'm just thinking, this is just, I don't need to know this stuff. I don't need to know that when Michael Jackson died, he was embalmed with 5 gallons of embalming fluid. When Elvis died, he was embalmed in peanut butter. Okay, just unnecessary information. I don't need to